Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And welcome back, everybody. Loving what we're going to talk about today. And I've talked about this before on this show, but this is a different way of looking at it. Now, we have a lot of things that hold us back from abundance, the right relationships, the right careers. There are things holding you back, whether you want to believe it or not. There's different ways that you can confront those things and move your life forward. Today, we're going to look at it through the eyes of not only just spirituality, but somebody who is intuitive. Fabulous story of how she does what she does. You're going to learn a lot today. Dr. Love is with us. She is Jennifer. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm good. I'm intrigued. Now, a lot of this comes from energy healing, harnessing the power of energy, which, if people are mindful of that, it can be Reiki. It can be chakra balancing. We've talked to practitioners who do that. You encapsulating this, do that, but using intuitive ability. Am I getting that right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm able to tap into all sources. I tap into spirit guides. My spirit guides lead me, and they explain to me what the problem is with the individual, where the root is.
Well, that's interesting. So when somebody works with you, they don't even have to say anything. You figure it out?
Usually.
Wow.
Usually. If they're ready to receive and they're ready to be open and they're not so closed off and they allow me, I can't just get into your energy without your permission.
Yeah. And that's a really great point. You can't make changes. Hypnotherapy helped me a lot, along with energy healing and all of that. But if you're not open to receiving the change, understanding it, ain't nothing going to happen. And I've even had close people, loved ones, that I said, try this and try that. It works. It didn't work for them according to them. And I know why. I know their personality. They weren't open to it. They just weren't open to it.
They were blocked off. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You got to be open.
So would we call you psychic?
I don't like to put myself in that field. I'm more of a healer.
Okay. Would you say an intuitive healer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't predict the future. That is something I don't make claims on. I'm not saying that other people can't. I'm saying I don't.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm more about working on the person, healing their problems, and getting them on the right track. I'm also about reuniting lovers, bringing two individuals back together, twin flames, soulmates, soul tie connections. And then I also do the other side, which nobody really likes to talk about. Let's say you have an ex and you just can't get them off your mind or out of your heart, but you know that they moved on and you just don't want to think about them no more. That's because you're still cord connecting. So I also do a spiritual cord cutting where everybody's energy can go their own way. You're still in their energy or their energy is still in yours. And it's not a good feeling, when your ex moved on and you're just still crying over them. It's not a good feeling.
I had just had this conversation with somebody, met this man about 6 months ago. Yeah, we see eye to eye spiritually on things. And I know he's still connected to his ex. And he did some things that ended the relationship, but he wants it back together. They got back together a short period of time, and then it just kind of dissolved. And I can feel it. And I even said, dude, you probably want to cut cords. And I explained it to him.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people are afraid of that because, and tell me if this is true or not, when you cut cords through whatever means that you do, you don't cut the good stuff. You're still connected to the memories and things like that. It's just the negative connection of the cord goes away.
Correct. And I have done many cases where sometimes the cord has to be cut and then a reuniting because, I'm not going to just aim it towards just men, women too. We could be toxic. Okay. Men could be toxic. We could have some past, stuff and we brought into the relationship. And that's why the relationship didn't work out the first go.
It's almost out with
It's like clearing the energy.
out with the old, in with the new, even though it's the same person.
Exactly. Rebuilding.
Would you say, let's say a relationship recently ended, right? Would you say you got to cut that stuff out first before you do whatever you do to bring people back together?
If it's the same person,
yeah,
it all depends on the situation. If that person was carrying a lot of toxic traits, yes, I always suggest a cord cutting and then start over.
It can't hurt, right?
No, it only makes it better.
Right.
Because then that person is able to develop their good side. It's not like they're entering back to the same toxic relationship. It's new and new beginnings.
What if, I'm jumping down a rabbit hole, hang tight.
Go for it.
What if the relationship ended and you might feel that person just isn't ready for a relationship or that type of relationship? Maybe they're emotionally unavailable due to whatever's in their past. How do you deal with that situation?
I got to heal the individual. It's healing. It's healing. So
yeah.
If that person has addictions or whatever, we're not gonna, whatever the situation may be. I go in and I do a session of healing for that person because I'm going to just say it the way it is. Some people don't want to let go of that party, even if they had problems. Yeah. And that's where we run into toxic relationships.
Well, that gets us, down another rabbit hole. Here we go.
There we go again.
Why do those people show up that present eventually a toxic relationship? Because many believe, and I'm on that page, you attracted it. You brought it in because you didn't take care of things from your past. You didn't heal from certain things.
Yes, it could be from either person.
For sure. How did this all come about for you? Yeah, I know that there's an interesting story here.
Very interesting. It's crazy. I mean, I should have been doing ghost stories. When I was about 7 years old, I just started seeing spirits. They would talk to me. I would communicate with them. I didn't know. I was a kid.
Wow.
People would actually make fun of me. They would actually say, "Oh, Jennifer has another imaginary friend." And as I got older, I was able to shut it off and shut it down. I was able to control it. And then I had to discover what my true gifts were. And it was a lot of healing, too, for myself. I had to do healing myself with angel guides, with spirit guides. I had to do it myself. And I had to find my path. And my path was healing. I heal people inside and out to renew and open up their potential. So I don't just do it for love. I also do it for business as well. So I do it all the way around.
Tell me about your blood.
I'm still learning about it myself. So I'm one of the 15% of the global population that is Rh negative. I was 20 when I had my first child, and my doctor's like, "Oh, we got to get a special medicine for you." I didn't know what it was. He's like, "You got to take this shot because your fetus is in danger if you don't. You're Rh negative. It's a very, very rare blood type." But I knew nothing about it up until recently. It's all over the internet. Scientists are saying that we are special. And whoever does have this blood type is in a community.
Recording stopped.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, please continue. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
recording in progress.
Bizarre.
Bizarre, right? Something doesn't want it to get out.
Mercury retrograde.
Exactly. You're into it.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, Rh negative.
My blood is one of the group that's very special. We all have some type of capability connected to the spiritual realms. We all have some type of healing power.
Wow.
I don't feel alone anymore.
I have to look deeper into this because, and this is going to sound crazy, my mom may have been. Now, she passed 5 years ago, but as you're saying it, it's like banging in my head. And I remember there was always talk when I was younger about her blood type was rare. So I have to ask my sister. Obviously I can't ask my mom. But yeah, weird.
Do
Interesting.
you know what your blood type is?
I don't.
You might have it. You don't know until you get checked. Men usually don't know.
Yeah.
Usually the way a woman finds out is when she gives birth. It's before, I believe it's during the second trimester. You have to take the shot.
Wow. Interesting. This is a bizarre question, but something's telling me I need to ask it. What month were you born?
I'm very special. I'm all ones. January the 11th, 81.
Interesting. All right. Aquarius, would that be?
Capricorn.
Okay. Yeah, just for my own. We'll move on from that point forward.
Okay.
How do you get into somebody's energy? How are you able to tap into someone so you can work with them?
I'm very sensitive. Here's the thing. I don't like to be around a lot of people because if I am around an event or around a lot of people, I pick up on a lot of people's energy by mistake. And I don't like it. Sometimes I come home feeling drained, exhausted, dirty. Not everybody has the best energy and not everybody has the best intentions.
Yeah.
If that person is not, I'm just going to say it, if that person is not strong-minded, I pick up on their energy right away. If that person keeps their energy guarded and closed off, I have to have permission.
So you can pick up on what somebody's putting out there, even without them saying, yeah, you've got permission. You're picking up on it.
I'm picking up your energy right now.
Ruh-roh.
I'm picking up your energy right now. You're very intuitive yourself. You've had a lot of events yourself, and you keep them to yourself.
I do. And things pop in my head, and I try to figure out why. There's a song, it's irrelevant, won't even get into it, that has been playing in my head for a couple of days now. And I look at the lyrics, and I know there's a reason it is playing in my head. And it mentions 3 different cities. And I guarantee something's going to present itself with one of those cities in a short period of time. I haven't figured it out yet, but I know there's something there.
You're getting spiritual messages, divine messages through music, and that happens a lot. It really does. That happens a lot to me personally. I mean, I get messages all day long.
Drives you crazy when you can't figure it out, doesn't it?
Maybe we should have a talk. Personal.
Well,
and you'll be able to read your own messages.
It's time to have a talk with Dr. Love. And I'll just say this. My dad passed when I was 21. And
Sorry.
Thank you. And he passed on 7/11. And those numbers have presented themselves recently in very impactful ways. And it keeps hitting me up. So this particular song that I'm talking about, I know I've digressed, but this is about I want to go into spirit.
Go.
Spirit guides next. I look deeper. I'm like, I had a couple of minutes like, what's going on? And the artist of this song passed away last year on my father's birthday. So I'm sorry, take that back. On the day my father passed years ago. So I was like, maybe that's something from Dad. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, there's definitely a connection there.
We'll figure that out. Spirit guides, you mentioned that before. Who are they? What are they? Even to you?
Angels. I know that's a sensitive subject. I have one spirit guide. I have several spirit guides, and then I have my personal Archangel Michael.
I was just about to bring that up. Would you say that most of us are protected by Archangel Michael?
Those that believe, yeah. He is not a needy spirit. He's not a needy angel. You got to call on him. He's not going to invade your privacy. He's not going to invade your space. He wants to be welcome.
Good to know. I've never heard that. I just figure, hey, they're out there floating around or helping us out, throwing things at us if we need it.
They like to be welcomed.
Well, all right. So I'll go deeper here. I believe very firmly, and I'll take it to the end, that you need to ask for help, and you need to, and not like, beg, and also ask for signs, and you'll get them.
Oh, yes, you will. Oh, yes, you will. You're going to get them. You're going to get them through angel numbers. You're going to get them through signs in front of you. Sometimes it'll just be a sign in front of your face as you're driving by. You will get them. And
I know a lot of people are skeptical about this woo-woo stuff, and I get it. But I was too, and I still am. I have friends who are psychic mediums, and I've launched their media careers. I won't drop names, but you've heard them before. And so I'm plugged into that, but I'm still skeptical. They'll say something, I'm like, yeah, all right, give me more. Come on. And then it comes clear. And that led me to the belief of we do have spirits, and they could even be relatives who have passed on. And when you ask for a sign, you'll get it. And again, I need specifics. If it supports you, hey, butterfly went by and that's, mom, or, I found a penny. If that works for you, good. Doesn't work for me.
Not me either.
I need more. And I get such specific signs that pilot my life. I can't deny it. I mean, it's there. It's just like, they're so specific. So specific.
I know. I go through it myself personally, and yes, I've been through it. When I say I've been through it, I'm a cat that lived 9 lives and I'm still going. I have seen things and seen it, been through it, felt, done it, and I could still be stubborn myself when it comes down to me personally. I'm like, no, I need more of a sign. But then I get them.
And then you get
them. And then I get them. Mm-hmm. You calling. I believe it was you that called me the first time.
I didn't call you.
It wasn't you that called me?
Somebody else in the organization is named Steve, so maybe he called you. I don't know.
Well, it was called upon. That's all I got to say.
And all I'm going to say is there's a reason you and I are connecting right now.
Yes.
It's not just by chance.
No.
What's the reason? I don't know. What's the reason the damn song is playing in my head? I blanket don't know.
I know that this is going to reach people that need help. I know that we're supposed to reach the people that need the help. That's all the spirits keep telling me. Reach the people that need the help.
I agree. And
that's what I'm here for.
Some of those people are skeptics. We are too. We just identified
I am
that.
too. Yeah, I am. I could have it right in front. I guess that's my stubbornness. I don't know. I could have it literally right in front of my face, and I am getting better about it, though.
Well, because it's based on life. Like you see, it's like I could go on for hours about the things my mom has sent my way, and doesn't even surprise me anymore, and there's no denying it. And I just say, yeah, thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. I needed that. Wait for the next one.
Well, you could feel it. As you start to open yourself up to our different levels, and what I mean by different levels, some people are still in the 3D, and I'm in the 5D.
Love, Dr. Love, take my hand and bring me there.
Come on. I'm here for you. And that's what I do.
Wow.
That's what I do.
We're digressing for a moment, but it's impactful here.
It's okay.
The dimensions. So 3D, then there's 4, then there's the 5th. And it's been, 5th, it's been said like it is the place you want to be. It's a place of love, positivity. Just, it's wonderful. How do you know you're there?
You see things that people can't. You hear things that people can't. You know things that the average person just can't. It's in front of them too. They're able to tap into it, but they just don't want to.
Do you feel that you're in between, like the 4th and the 5th dimension?
Oh, the 4th is horrible.
Is it really?
It's horrible because it's you letting go. It's you letting go of reality and accepting that we are connected to a different universe. There is another source. There's God, there's spirits, there's angels, there is guidance. And they're all in front of us trying to guide us every day, and a lot of us just deny it, Trance from one to the next, it takes a toll on a spiritual person. I mean, I recently tranced during the Lionsgate portal. It was so tough on me. I isolated myself, and this was recently. It was in June and July. I recently just totally cut everybody out of my life for a while. I needed to heal myself.
Would you say that that's a spiritual awakening?
Yes. Very big, yeah.
Can I share something with you?
Please.
All right. Before we jumped in here, you're based out of Orlando.
Yeah.
You said you're originally from?
Texas.
My phone just rang, and it was a call from Texas. And it's probably a spam call, so I just swiped it away 5 seconds ago. Not even kidding. And I'll bet you the phone number, those digits mean something.
I'm sure it does.
I'm serious.
I'm sure it does.
I should have picked up the phone and went like this, just to show you.
To show you, hey, Texas.
I'm not even. You can't even make this stuff up. This is like freaky weird. I'm going to see what it says. If it says, it doesn't say.
A lot of weird things is happening just because you're with me right now.
I mean, there it is, and it's a 346 area code.
Okay.
I don't know if that resonates. There's a lot of area codes.
I don't know that area code, but those numbers
Texas.
are probably going to... It's from Texas?
Texas, 741-1664. I don't know what that means. It probably a spam call. Don't know anybody calling from Texas, but weird that you said you're originally from Texas, and right before we're wrapped.
Spirit guides will give you connections and clues all day long if you let them.
Yeah, but I'm the one that looks deeper. What's that? What do those numbers mean? There's something there. There's more to it than.
I see angel numbers all the time, and I'm just starting to tap into them myself because that is not something I studied. That is not something that I grew up knowing about, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
My gift, to tell you the truth, was frowned upon. I had to hide it from a lot of people.
Sure.
I had to hide it from friends, family. I'm not even going to say, maybe I should say, but they called me when I was little. And these are cousins. These are people that are supposed to be, kids are mean. People's mean. What am I going to say?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, it's, she's a witch. Stay away from her. She's a witch. She knows things are going to happen. I used to get feelings, when I was little, I would know when something bad was going to happen. Just a lot of weird things.
How wonderful it is now at this place and time that more of us are open to this spirituality thing. And I look at therapy. 20, 30 years ago, you said, I'm going to go see my therapist. People would be like, whoa.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Now, if you say, I don't have a therapist, it's the reverse. Like, oh, you're not talking to somebody? No.
What's wrong with you because you don't got somebody to talk to?
Exactly.
Right.
We are out of time. Amazing talking with you. How does somebody find you and connect with you if they're looking for guidance, if they're looking to cut cords, figure out all of this out? What do they do?
Email me or call me. My email is dr.lovejennifer@yahoo.com. And you can just email me and I'll respond.
The best way to reach it.
Yes. So it's dr.lovejennifer@yahoo.com.
Amazing talking with you, Dr. Love.
Amazing talking to you.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again.
Same. Very intriguing. I appreciate you, and thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Can I touch this? Where does sand come from? Is this tree good for climbing? What happens if I mix these two things together? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Storing your guns securely is the best way to prevent family fire, including unintentional shootings. For more information on safe gun storage and ways to keep your family safe, visit endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org.
What do we keep in the attic? What's this thing called? Can I ride my bike backwards?
Like I said, kids are curious. It's up to us to keep them safe. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.